Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're here to do my top 10 social games and apps on the MetaQuest 2 and the MetaQuest Pro that we're going to be talking about here today. I love doing these lists because social is one of my favorite features about VR. I love being social. You know, I'm usually known to be social in real life as well. So I love playing social games in VR, talking to other folks, meeting other folks from around the globe. And these are my favorite games and experiences of 2022 to do that. So let's go ahead and get into the video.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech. Going for a brekkie is the gaming tech. Gaming tech is the gaming tech. Gaming techie.
The first one here, coming in at number 10, is World. World is a new application that just recently came out, and it is definitely a really social game. Basically, you and a bunch of other of your friends can go in there and explore the whole entire world, go to all of these different places around the planet with your friends, visit hundreds of cities, architectural landmarks, and natural wonders, and vacation spots all over the world, and you can kind of visualize them together in the 3D space. Some of them are 3D modeled right in front of you that you can explore right in front of your room, and sometimes you can see them in 360 pictures and videos around you, which is really cool. And they even have a mini game where you all teleport to 5 different random locations, and you're looking closely to try and determine where you actually are, and the more you guess correctly, the higher you actually score, which is a fun mini game. I hope they add even more mini games to this in the future, but this is a really social game. I remember when I first went into this, when I got my Quest Pro, I went in there and it was really cool because the avatars of people were actually in my room because I decided to use pass-through. So the 3D architectural environment of the places we were at were sitting on my floor, and then all the different meta avatars were kind of sitting around me in my living room, which made it even feel more social because I felt like those people were actually in the living room with me, and we were exploring these different locations, which is a really cool experience as well. So really social app. I hope that I keep improving it and adding more mini games and stuff and things to do, but it's really cool and definitely one I heavily recommend. World coming in at number 10. The next one on this list, coming in at number 9, is Cookout, a Sandwich Tale. Now, this is definitely social gaming at its best. I mean, this is obviously a game like Overcooked that you guys know from the 2D space, and they brought this over to VR, and this is one of my favorite experiences to play with 3 other friends because everyone loves the Overcooked franchise, and when they play this in VR, you can tell what VR really brings to a game like this, and it's so much fun. And of course, the social aspect, you can't really play this game if no one's talking because you need to go ahead and give people the stuff that they need. Hey, pass the bread, pass the cheese, pass the burger, whatever it may be. You're all working together to get these orders fulfilled as fast as possible in the game for the customers that are coming at the window. And you obviously need to be social to be able to play it, and it's so much fun to play with 3 of your other friends, and I have a blast playing with this. It's too bad it obviously came out a long time ago, there's no more updates, but I hope Resolution Game makes a sequel to this game because we all have played through all the levels, and we want more. We want to see a Cookout number 2 come out in the future. So Cookout, a Sandwich Tale, coming in at number 9. The next one on this list, coming in at number 8, is Horizon Worlds. So I know this game gets a lot of flack of being the metaverse and all that kind of stuff. And for me, I know we're at ground 1 of where they want to be with the metaverse with this. And obviously the graphics need to improve, especially compared to other apps and stuff. But I think what is here is still a ton of fun and definitely a really social place. I mean, the fact that they added venues and combined it into Horizon Worlds now, I think was a great move. And now you can watch, go to live concerts with each other and go into here using the meta avatars and stuff. And when they get legs next year, it's going to be even better. Going into all these different events. And there's a lot of creators out there making cool stuff in this game. Let's not forget about that. The creators are doing excellent work in here. I've been into some really cool events, some really cool games that people have made and stuff like that. And I can't wait to see what the developers do next year when they get more of the assets and Unity and stuff like that they're talking about bringing into here so we can improve the graphics in this game. But what is here is a lot of fun, and I'm excited for the future of Horizon Worlds. And what's in here now is still a ton of fun to be able to explore with your friends, especially with venues being in there where you can go to live concerts together. Horizon Worlds at number 8. The next one on this list, coming in at number 7, is Golf Plus. So Golf Plus is a really social game, and the reason it makes this list, not only can you play the regular golf and mini golf that's in this game with all the new courses and all that stuff that they've added over recently with your friends, but what really makes it stand out on this list and makes it really social is the Pro Putt experience that's in here with Top Golf, where you can go in and kind of play the Top Golf experience that you guys know from the real world and kind of play it in here with 7 of your other friends, you're teeing off and playing the Top Golf experience, trying to get it closest to the hole, scoring all those points and stuff like that. And then you're in like a social hub. You can go ahead and play other mini games in there, like cornhole. There's like a variation of like beer pong, where you're hitting the ball back and forth and trying to get into players' cups. Trying to do that. They just recently added more mini games to the games as well. Really, really cool. And you can even have a YouTube play where you're all listening to music and watching music videos as you're playing. This is a really, really social game of golf. There's a little bit of everything for everybody. Like I said, there's the regular golf experience, there's a mini golf experience, there's the Top Golf experience, and the mini games in here. There's literally something for everyone, and it doesn't get any more social than this when it comes to golf, with being able to play all these things together with your friends. So Golf Plus coming in at number 7. The next one here coming in at number 6 is AltSpace VR. So this is one of my favorite social hubs and social metaverses, however you want to phrase it, in VR. I've been playing this ever since it came out on the Oculus Go days, and then obviously it progressed from there. And this always has something going on. There's always people in here. There's always an event to attend to, and they have everything you could think of. You know, people are doing church in VR, people are doing live concerts, people are doing comedy nights where they actually get comedians and going on stage. There's just hangouts, there's storytelling, there's social hubs where you just hang out in different environments and stuff like that. There's book readings, you know, podcast, interactive games, like they have Holograms Against Humanity, Dungeons and Dragons that you can play. Like the experiences in here is kind of infinite, because obviously creators are making them, and it's just like that. So there's always something new to explore. What I really like about here is just joining all of these different live events, like the comedy nights and the comedy events that they have in here. It's really, really cool. And there's always something going on. You can go into the main social area, and there's always people in there to be able to talk to, be social with, and I love the experience that AltSpace is always given. And it kind of fits like a more higher crowd, like where it comes to ages and stuff. You usually don't see a lot of kids in here, usually more of adult friendly environment, which is really cool. So AltSpace VR coming in at number 6. The next one here coming in at number 5 is PokerStars VR. So this, obviously the name says it's all about poker, but there's actually a full-on casino at this point in this game where you can play slots with your friends, you can play blackjack with your friends, and of course, you can also play poker. And what more social game can you think of than going around the table with a bunch of your other friends and playing some poker or playing some blackjack, all in your meta avatars, obviously all there, and you can have a blast. Like all the social experiences in here are fantastic. They have little cameras that you can take pictures of each other and do selfies. You can use all these different toys and stuff that you can kind of throw at each other and mess with each other with. The experience of poker in itself is really fun. Throwing the cards across the table when you want to fold and stuff like that, and picking up the chips and all that kind of stuff is all here and really well done in VR. And I love the experience of this game. It definitely is a really social game, just like poker would be in real life, and that is definitely captured in the VR game here. And this one is a ton of fun. Definitely check this one out, guys. PokerStars VR coming in at number 5. The next one on this list coming in at number 4 is Demio. So Demio, of course, is a board game D&D adventure RPG game, which is a ton of fun. And of course, this game is all about being social. You can't play this game without all you guys talking, because it just wouldn't work as a game. You're obviously working together to figure out, hey, should I move here and go attack this enemy? Should I move this around the board and go explore this area? All of these different things that you do in a D&D RPG adventure type game are all here. It has a really cool social hangout spot where you first started in, where you can even paint minis together. You can play arcade games together, kind of chat and hang out before you go in there, take selfie pictures, all that kind of stuff that you expect in a social hub before you get into the meat of the game. But the meat of the game and why it's so high in this list is because it's all about talking and all about being social together, because you're not going to be able to beat this and go through the dungeon without actually being social and figuring out a plan of attack and moving together and figuring out, hey, I should move here and I should move there. So fantastic game in and of itself, and it's a fantastic social game to be able to play with together with your friends. Demio coming in at number 4. The next one here coming in at number 3 is Big Screen. This is another app that I've been using ever since the Oculus Go days, and I still go in here all the time and host events sometimes and stuff, and it's a ton of fun going in there with 12 of your other friends and basically going like you're going to a cinema. That's exactly what this game offers. You can create your own room, but you can also go into private theaters and all rent movies together that Big Screen offers, or you can host your own room for your friends and show movies and watch whatever you want on there on a big screen, being in a cool cinema-like environment with 12 of your other friends. And it's like, you know, if your friends are in a different state or a different country and you still want to have the experience of going to a movie together, this is exactly what this app offers. And it's great for watching sporting events as well, which I host all the time go New Jersey Devils, and I go ahead and host the games in there sometimes so everyone can go ahead and enjoy themselves, be in there talking and all that kind of stuff. And I'm excited to see what they do with the future of this application. They've already touted that they're going to be exploring adding more services into here so we can easily, stream things. I hope things like, Netflix, Disney Plus, and all that kind of stuff come into here so we can easily stream that stuff to our friends and watch it together while being in a large cinema as opposed to hosting the room and kind of figuring that stuff out by ourselves. But fantastic app. I love the 3D environments that they keep making, and it's a fantastic social experience to be able to talk and go to movies together with your friends that you may not be near with. Big screen coming in at number 3. The next one on this list coming in at number 2 is Rec Room. Rec Room is a long-running game. It's like another metaverse type, one of those apps that we talked about before, like AltSpace and Horizons and stuff. But this is definitely the most popular one out there, especially since it has a 2D applications. People play this game on their phones as well as in VR and on PC and all that kind of stuff. So we have people all over the world playing this game. And it is a ton of fun. The graphics are definitely really cool. It has like the cartoony vibe, but there's a lot of things that people have made in this game that always impress me every time I play them, because the devs and not only the devs, but the creators out there are making some really cool experiences that you would have never expected before. Rec Room at number 2. And the last one here, coming in at number 1, is the newest game on this list that literally just came out a couple of weeks ago, and that is Among Us VR. What better game / app do you want to play with your friends than Among Us? We all know and love this game from the 2D space, from playing it on our iPhones, on Steam, or wherever you may have played this game over the years, and they have fully brought it over to VR, and I think it's actually a better game in VR, where I have no reason to play this game again in 2D, unless if I want to play the other maps, because this game was so well done in VR, and I'm playing this all the time. Playing this with your friends in VR is just a whole nother experience, especially when you're trying to do these tasks and someone's lurking behind you and you're looking behind you because you're nervous because you don't know if they're going to kill you or not. Really adds to the anxiety and intense level in VR that the 2D game just doesn't offer. Then when the lights go down and stuff, you feel like you're like, oh, I don't know who's around the corner, it's all dark in here, it's hard to see, all that kind of stuff. And you have proximity chat, so when you get near someone, you could talk to them and stuff like that. And it's just such a well-done game in VR, and I hope that they keep expanding this game, and I hope it does really well for them, because I want to see the other maps that they've made the 2D game in and kind of bring it over to VR, because we have the standard map in here now, and I hope they bring other ones, because I can't wait to see what they do with this game in the future, and all of that they've done so far is really well done, and the tasks are all really well done, and this is definitely the most social game that you can play in VR right now with your friends. Among Us coming in at number 1.
Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that list of my top social games and apps. If you guys have any that you think I missed on this list, go ahead and leave those comments down below. If not, thank you guys for watching. Till next time.